about now.
Yes.
Coach, just watching Memphis this year, I mean, they seem to have as much skill talent as anybody y'all played. Just kind of, what are your takeaways from watching them?
Yeah, a lot of firepower. The receiver's really good. Calvin Austin obviously leads our conference in yards, receptions, all a bunch of numbers. So and he can fly around. I think he's up for a couple awards nationally. He's the number one guy that stands out to you, and rightfully so. Seth Hennigan, the quarterback, doing a really nice job. You think a freshman quarterback, he's not playing anywhere close to a freshman. Got really good numbers and does a really nice job running their offense. I think he missed the UCF game, a game that they didn't win. So I think they're feeling good about having him back, and he does a nice job with the RPOs down the field. The tailbacks, whether it's Thomas, who missed last week, we expect him to be back though, or Clark, or any of the other guys. They're all kind of replicas of each other, just physical downhill runners that can hit the zone up in there and do a nice job with that. And the other wideouts as well. Dykes, the tight end, really good tight end, maybe one of the better ones in the league, if not the best. 13 on the other side is a really good receiver as well. So you got your hands full in all aspects, and they put up some numbers. I think about 130 on the ground, over 300 passes, 400 something a game, 30 something points a game. So a lot like everybody else in the league, firepower, but they're right up there with the top guys.
The way you guys have been playing lately, though, do you kind of relish this challenge of, hey, this is a big-time test, let's play our brand of ball and see what happens?
I think our players do. Our players are excited to go play anybody and everybody in our conference and play the top guys in our conference, and Memphis certainly is. And just let it go. Just let it ride and go play our ball. And how hard can we play? With how much effort can we play? How physical can we play? With 11 hats to the ball and create turnovers and do the things we do. And see where it falls. So they're excited about it. They're up for the challenge. They're preparing every single day, whether it's in the meeting rooms, they're off time on the practice field. They're doing a nice job getting ready for Memphis.
Kind of going off of that, last weekend, Temple posed a kind of different defense, slowed everything down, and it really took y'all a minute to figure out what play y'all were going to run. How did they respond to that, and then the difference this week? Yeah,
you got two totally different aspects of the spectrum here. You got Temple was huddle, take the time, ball control, where I think 25% of the plays from Memphis, or if not more, are tempo. How fast can we get lined up, run the next snap, especially with the made first down. So they're going to be that's really quick. So we got to have it in. The kids got to get set, get lined up. They don't have much time to kind of take a look at the picture. They got to get ready to play. So different challenges, and you got to be ready for, obviously Temple was last week. This week's Memphis. So, a whole different week of practicing tempo, getting lined up, just little things that come with tempo. So ready for that.
You said earlier in the year that you prepare for any quarterback that could potentially be in the game. For an unfortunate circumstance, they ended up playing two quarterbacks. It looked to us as your team responded well. How did you feel like they responded well to the change?
Yeah, so you always got to be prepared for that. It's no different this week. Seth Hennigan, you expect to be the guy. Parrish started the game against UCF and did a really nice job. Was LSU transfer, so a very high talented kid. I thought last week our guys handled that really well. Just prepare for one guy most of the week. We did prepare for the other guy. And the other guy got in the ball game, and the kids handled that really well and knew the game plan there, and did a nice job executing it.
They've gone for it on fourth down a lot this year. I know they've had some kicking issues. Is that something you kind of are aware of going into the game? Hey, there might be some big fourth downs.
Yeah, they probably won the game last week. If you look back and how they were successful last week and what they did to win the ball game, I think they were 5 out of 8 on fourth down, and I think they've converted a 4th and 11, 4th and 12. The biggest one we saw, everyone sees the one on Sports Center, was the trick play and hit the tight end down the middle for a score. So if they, SMU probably looks at those stops and say, if we got those stops, or just half of those stops, we have a chance to win the game. So we got to prepare those. On third down, you got to keep in mind as players, as coaches, that this might be 4-down territory. And last week there was a lot of places on the field where it's 4-down territory for them. So we got to always be prepared for that, be mindful of that within how we prepare things, how we're doing things. And then when it gets to fourth down, we got to, let it loose and go get it and get off the field. So it's, a fourth down stop. We talk about this in the defense side of the ball. It's like a turnover on downs. It's a turnover for us. So we get a fourth down stop. That's a turnover. We're off the field. Ball's back to their offense, and here we go. So
your defense faced 2 sudden changes last week. Both times, I believe, forced 3 and out. Do you guys do anything in practice to mimic sudden change?
Yeah, the 2 previous games, we had done a great job with that. We had, I think, three for certain sudden changes down in our territory, our red zone area, and let them in the end zone, and just kind of challenged the guys last week and practiced it last week of, hey, sudden change, ball's here at the 20-25, boom, let's go get it. And the guys did a really nice job. You know, it's kind of put the ball down mentality. Doesn't matter where you put it down, put the ball down, let's go get it, let's go to work, let's do what we do. And the guys just did a really nice job taking that mindset and going about their business there, and you know, like you said, getting 3 and out and getting off the field there.
Y'all tackled at a pretty high level last week. How happy are you with the tackling this year thus far from defense?
Well, you know, I think anytime you got 11 guys flying around, playing with great effort, you know, that minimizes missed tackles, or missed tackle doesn't lead to a big play. And we got to continue to do that this week. That's a huge, huge point of emphasis this week, because they got guys that are going to make you miss. I mean, Calvin Austin, every time you turn on the film, he's making somebody miss, and you better have 11 guys running to the ball, because if you're not, he'll take that missed tackle and turn it into a big play, which is a 70-yard reverse against Memphis, or a screen pass. You know, he's going to take those things and go to the house with them. What if you got 11 guys running to the ball with great effort, playing as hard as they can play? One missed tackle will lead to somebody else, you know, getting a shot in. So, you know, the guys doing a really good job of focusing in, you know, keeping good leverage and being where they're supposed to be. But at the end of the day, it's about how hard can we play with, you know, great effort and guys to the ball. Easy enough.
Thanks, dude.